Hello YouTube, we're laying back in the chair relaxing. It is about 44 degrees out and it's way too hot in the shop right now after starting the stove. Okay, we went to one of those flea market places that have all the booths, whatever you call them, little separate spots, different sellers. And we browsed through the whole place. It's not a big one, but we found several of these. This is the best one. We'll show you this first. I gave $10 for this. Buffalo, New York, U.S. 10-inch number 80. There is a chip in here. I'm going to clean this up, oil, and use it just for display. I'm not going to polish this. But what's odd is, which confused me, it says Keystone something. Keystone Manufacturing. Looks like M, maybe an F. Well, Keystone States. What's Keystone State? Is that Pennsylvania? Fordson. Well, I really don't know. Did Ford own this? Because I talked to them guys. Well, Fordson was its own company and whatever. But I'll never find another one. That's the only reason I paid $10. I mean, you could tell it's really bad shape. People probably restored worse. Okay, enough of that. I gave $10 for this, and I'll tell you why. This is Drop Ford's West Germany. Just in case I don't take no pictures. See that? There we go. And it says Steelcraft. It's set it on a tag. I'll try to get a picture of it. I'm positive S-T-E-E, then there's L, and then the L's and then it says craft. It's got some chipping. If you tried polishing it too much, you're going to rub this off. So I thought about maybe polishing it this far, and I just want to do it by hand with some polishing compound or something. Maybe take some real fine sandpaper and get the nicks off of here. And the blade, I want to do the best I can on the blade. I figured what I paid for it, it's almost two different colors. It's a quality piece of steel. I'm not a woodworker, wood chisel guy, but that's really not the best edge on a wood chisel. It's fair at best. But I know I could do a little bit better. I always follow the angle that's on it. I mean, I will hone it. I'll take a block of wood and sandpaper and stuff and hone it. So, I don't need it. And I really shouldn't have spent the money on it. Okay, I couldn't pass this one up for $4. All it says is Fairmount Cleve. C-L-E-V-E. There you go. Simple little auto wrench. Not too abused. I seen somewhere where these were mashed and bent, and I had one in my hand for $3.50. I just put it back because I found this one was better. You got to do whatever to get the pin out. I don't know what to do with this yet. It may wait till next winter to get completely polished or something. Okay, but it's a good example. See how nice it is for what it is. Good one to boil in the vinegar, huh? That's my plan. These I grabbed immediately, and I see the take $4. Now I don't know what size my old ones are. I cleaned up. They're probably not the same number. And this is even printed different how it says utility plier. But I'm sure you wouldn't pass these up for $4. I mean, they're that nice. And I could put the rubber handles, but I like that's okay look. I like that. So, these aren't going to take much work. These nuts, when they're mashed over, I'll take a diamond Dremel thing and I'll try to get the mashed off part off a little bit so when I unscrew the nut, it don't strip it. You can always, well, you don't have to hammer it back down. Put some Loctite on it. Okay. These were $2.50. I was not going to pass these up. I have a cheap set of snapping pliers. I'm trying to think if this pin holds these together. I know they're a little bit rusted, where they don't want to spring back. I don't know if that's the purpose of that pin. I am totally confused. But I'm sure if I had to, I could get on something and pry them apart to get the snap ring off. And they're not bad. They're rusted. You can redo the tips. And you could get the screws out so you can work on them better. No name. I don't see any name on them. This is like a zinc galvanizing, so I wouldn't want to try to make that shiny. This is like your bluing, like probably gun bluing stuff. So they're going to just get cleaned up real well. And redo the tips, because they're going to be a nice tool. Like car drive shafts, you got your internal snap ring. You know, on the U-joint. You're going to squeeze it together. And I do have a cheap set of those tools, but this, let's all guess the name, because I had one and it could be a proto made wherever, what company, what country. Still got the string on there. So it's just whatever. Well, somebody's grabbed it with a pliers or vice grips there instead of here. So this I'll spend some time on. I'll see what I can get out for scrapes and everything and polish it. The shank, and I've seen worse. I'm sure you admit, we've all seen worse. I mean, come on, it's not that bad. You know I'm going to use it for a pry bar. You know I am. I thought I'd show this. This is a tag that was on this. And it was so old, right? I mean, look at the type of tag it is. I mean, it probably went from flea market to flea market for the past 20 years. Look at that. Okay, last but not least, this is what we're going to work on today. I had one of these when I was a kid. So, you don't want to know my age. You're talking 40-some years, 40, we don't even want to talk about it. Let's just say I was a kid, teenager, early teenager in the mid-70s. I had one because I'd had the string tied, we'd go hiking to my belt loop, and it's equivalent to the Boy Scout knife. Kamp King. Now, I have not touched this even the rag, honest. I have not. I may have wiped it off a little bit. They had a little, like a pop flat, beer flat of knives in a display case. I said, let me pick through them. As far as the plastic, there's one little spot. Let me find it. Like one little spot here, like when they manufactured it, probably flaked off a little bit. Here's the worst blade. We're going to use Barkeeper's Friend, anything, very fine abrasive to try to bring this back to life. Now I'll take a picture of this because I'm sure it says, I know it's Imperial, USA over here, PROV. I'm positive that's Providence, and that's Rhode Island. That's not an L. I'm saying it's a R-I with a dot, because I swear there's a dot on the R, and I'm not using my magnifying glass. So I'll take a picture. This rusted just being closed, that was up against your, I suppose I can open it, up against your deal there. These are very hard to get out. Can opener. It is so stiff. That's it, the basics. Screwdriver, bottle opener, awl, really nice awl. That awl is not abused at all. I mean, it looks back, and this has never been sharpened. I swear, it's something someone had and never used it. This is what I call a flat grind. It goes all the way down. Flat. It's not concaved. So we're going to work on this today. It's special to me to find this stuff, because I had one when I was a kid. It's kind of odd. See how they made that look like a pin there, but it's really not. Yep, you tie a shoestring on here so you don't lose it. Even now at my age, tie a shoestring to your belt loop if you're going to go hiking. There you go. We'll take some pictures. Thanks for watching. And this will be the first restore video you'll see. I'm working on a nice, warm, 47-degree, trying to be spring day. So it's going to be a lot of hand rubbing, 2,000, 5,000 grit sandpaper. And I'll show you what I use each time I scrub. First is going to be Barkeeper's Friend. I don't know if I have any 4/0 steel wool. I might use some fine sandpaper or a rag just to hold the paste. I'll make a paste with some water. You shine a flashlight in there at night, you can see it. It's shiny down and see it hidden. It's waiting to come out alive. It wants to live. This ain't fun. I don't want to do it. Show you the profile. There you go. We're out of here. We had enough. Look for the pictures at the end.